The Visualisation TEP of the Therapy with Energy and Process by the Swiss psychologist Vivienne Rauber-Decoppet. It's the free advanced self-help formation, lesson 25, to hear what to do if you want to get the free diplomas, and we repeat also some theory. Do you choose to be a victim or a winner? Both of my self-help courses, self-help formations, help us to get out of the role of being a victim. But before you can get the diploma of the Visualisation TEP, you need to finish the self-help formation of the healing finger game, because that is the basis also afterwards for the Visualisation TEP. You find the 23 lessons through my webpage, and you just have to click the lesson on the Vivienne Rauber English YouTube Finger Feeling Game. Once you have finished the healing finger game, you can send in the inscription form for the Visualisation TEP. You do all the lesson of the Visualisation TEP in the order that they are, and fill out the register for homework by YouTube. You also find them in my web page under YouTube, and you will fill out the date and what you do, and if anything special happens. For the Visualisation TEP, there are 3 certificates and 1 final diploma. For the first certificate, you have to do the following. You look at all the visualizations in their order. You listen to all the demonstrations and write down when you've done it in the register. And if anything special happened to you while you were watching, you can note that down. But mainly you work through the self processes one by one, and you integrate the last changed picture so long until something changes in your life before you continue with the next self process. And when you have finished, you send me the registers and the pictures of the self process to my mail address, and I will send you by post the free certificate for the first self-awareness step. For the certificate of level 2, you do exactly the same a second time. You listen to all the demonstrations, you work through the self processes and integrate picture daily, and send in the registers with the pictures of the self processes when you have finished, so that I can send you the second self-awareness certificate again by post. For the certificate of level 3, the self-help teacher under supervision, it's very important that you have done the work on yourself, so that you really know what it feels like to go through such a process. Then you work now with one student and ask him to fill out the register and paint the pictures, and you send all of that when you have finished, scanning it and sending it by mail. Then I will give you my feedback and send you the certificate for the Advanced Self-Help Level 3 by post for the self-help teacher. For Level 4, the last one, the Diploma for Self-Help Teacher for the Visualisation TEP, you work with 6 students and ask them to fill out their registers and do the paintings, their pictures, and when you have finished, you can send me all these registers and pictures of the 6 students. I will again give you feedback, and if while you are working with a student you have problems, you can of course mail me and ask me what I would do in such a situation. And I will give you again at the end my feedback. If possible, I would like to work personally with you, want to be your teacher, but also to be your client. That could be either in a course, a workshop, or if that is not possible, by Skype. And when I feel you're really ready to have the diploma for a self-help teacher and teach that to others, I will send you by post your final diploma of self-help teacher. Let's repeat some of the theory. Most of the old cultures and religions believed that the human being is an undividable unity of body, soul and spirit. And that's the basis also of the TEP, the visualization with therapy and energy. The TEP is a therapy technique, but it's also a path, a personal way to find our essence, to find our guidance, to find our soul. The TEP wants to help us to understand what our symptoms, problems, or dreams want to show us and find the path that our soul wants us to go. She combines energy work with Western psychology and spirituality to heal our body problems and our psychic problems. We must find what is our mission in this life, the mission of our soul, and go it. A symptom that can be a body symptom or a problem wants to be a warning, wants to be a friend that wants to help us, that tells me, hey, Vivienne, there's something you've got to change to be really yourself, really happy and in well-being, healthy. You have seen in the former demonstrations how we get in contact with our symptoms and communicate with them, and they talk to us in pictures, in the pictures of our soul, in a secret therapy that starts a healing on an unconscious level. We look at the problem, we feel where the problem sits in our body, and ask the higher help to let us see a picture. This symbolic picture of the problem symbolizes the victim we feel to be. We take this picture out of our body, out of our energy field, and put it in front of us at about 2 meters. With the parallel breath, we bring a higher energy into the field of the picture, which symbolizes the victim we thought to be. We continue to bring a higher vibration into this picture in front of you, also adding the energy of the 5 Chinese elements until the picture has changed to the friend, the warning voice that wants to tell us what and how we have to change our life. When we integrate the new picture in our whole body, we integrate also the new message, the new basic message. For instance, in the mental body, it could be the message that we took from childhood, no one likes me, or in the emotional body, it changes to love instead of loneliness, and this changes the behavior we have and also the reaction of the other people. And we needn't know intellectually what it means. We needn't understand it with the left side of our brain. The right side of our brain that understands pictures and also is responsible for body symptoms will understand this new message that the soul sent us. So we could call it a secret therapy. A therapy we needn't know what happens. Needn't know what happens intrapsychically. And that is what I like so much about the TEP, the therapy with energy in process. We needn't go back to see what mommy and daddy did wrong. We needn't really know exactly what and how we can heal. When we have seen the message of the symptom, even if it's only in a picture that we don't understand, and if we have listened to it changing something, although we don't know why we did it, the symptom becomes superfluous and can leave. Let's look now at the work you have done. Start with a parallel breath. Breathe up through your whole body and breathe down through your whole body. Through many parallel ways to bring a higher energy into your body. And while you continue doing that, remember the pictures of your soul. Remember the pictures that most impressed you. Look at them. Remember now the different pictures when the parallel breath did not pause. You remember where it didn't pause and what was the last picture. look at it again. And remember now the body symptom. Which was it? And how did it change? What was the last picture that you integrated? Look at it again. And what was the problem you worked on? Where in the body did you feel it? And what was the picture? And how did it change? What was the last picture that you integrated? Look at this picture again. And what was your dream? Which part influenced you? And how did that picture change? And remember the regression you did to your childhood and how this changed. And what has changed in your life? How are you different? How is your surrounding different? And what else would you like to change? If you have done the whole formation, filled out the registers for the homework and done the pictures, send them all to my mail address so that I can send you the free diplomas to your postal address. You can download all my books and CDs from my homepage. Go to Vivienne Rauber.com English, and there in books you can download for free.